Madsen, and this is my reflection vlog for my persuasive speech. I'm supposed to answer your few questions, so here we go. What was the purpose for this speech? The purpose for this speech was that I was supposed to persuade people about how to avoid student debt so that college students like myself don't get into trouble while they're in college with money and credit cards and etc. How did you feel going into the presentation? Going into every presentation, I'm always nervous. There's just something about like I always want to get a good grade about something, and I'm worried that if I don't perform to my abilities, that I could struggle and get a bad grade. So I was a little nervous. Did your speaker anxiety decrease or begin as you began your speech, or decrease? I would say I'm kind of both because once I got into my speech and once it started flowing, I came a lot more confident with myself while reading it. But it also increased a little bit towards the end because I knew I was so close to the end that I didn't want to screw up. Was your technology adequately prepared? What could you have done differently or better? Yes, my technology was adequately prepared. I had my laptop ready for it and I got it put in the perfect space, moved around all my furniture in my house to get everything perfect. But if I could have done anything better, I would probably have a camera and tripod to make it more clear and stable, but I don't have one. So in terms of structure and organization, what element felt natural to you and what felt odd? What felt natural to me was the introduction and the conclusions because I had them memorized so well and I had them all written out. And what felt odd to me was the transition. Sometimes in there I get lost and I kind of forget what I was gonna say, so I kind of just ramble on sometimes. But during the speech I did all right. I did pretty well. How did you consider your audience when developing your speech? How did your audience respond to the speech? How did I consider my audience? Because it was my family members, so they were just around the house. And how did my audience respond? My brother's also college student, so I helped persuade him about not about his spending and making sure that he doesn't spend that much. And my parents were pretty relieved knowing that I know about my spending and what not to buy and how much to buy. What did you do in your speech that worked and what didn't work? What areas could you target improvement? What worked for me is that I had all my stuff planned out in my note cards, so I was very organized for my speech and I was ready to go as soon as it started. And what didn't work was probably I got so nervous that I kind of stuttered at some points in my speech. So if I could probably get better at that. Connect your learned experience in class readings to concepts include the first specific chapter. I have the chapter 18, page 159 at the bottom, where it has the tips for good practice sessions. I looked at those, and when I read those, I applied those to my practice, so I was very organized and I was ready for the speech. Thank you.